CzarThwomp here, and welcome to the 17th and final episode of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Last time, we collected everything that there was to collect in the final level of the game, the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, and we turned in the socks that we have collected throughout the course of the game to Patrick. So now all that's left to do is fight the final boss in the Chum Bucket lab. First we gotta go through Plankton's lab, and then his laboratory!
Look at that guy, with that big square head and those short shorts. That's the most hideous thing I've ever seen.
Wait, that hideous thing looks like me.
I always knew SpongeBob would be the death of me.
Jumpin' jelly beans? A robot SpongeBob.
There's definitely something funny going on here. And I don't mean you. Something else funny. Plankton! You're behind all this, aren't you?
Yes, it was me all the time. Behold, the Duplicatotron. I registered the name, so don't even think of ripping me off. With this, I can make a robot copy of anyone. I was going to make an army of loyal robots that would obey my every command.
But they're running amok!
I forgot to set the switch to obey Plankton. Ugh. But now that Daddy's home, I can fix that! What's wrong now? It should be working! It is working! They're obeying me! I knew I shouldn't have made a copy of myself, but I'm just so cute! You've interfered with my plans for the last time! SpongeBob, meet SpongeBob!
Hi, how do you do? Allow me to introduce my friends, Patrick, Sandy.
Enough! Prepare to meet your doom! And here we are, folks,
Yeah, but
the
just-
main event!
Yeah, but
A
just-
gauntlet of ever-increasing ferocity!
Yeah, but just Patrick with zero chill.
A direct attack like that!
Yeah, but just Patrick with absolutely zero chill with just calling SpongeBob hideous. Anyways, Robot Plankton, just get used to this attack pattern because you are going to be seeing a lot of it throughout the course of this fight. Basically,
Little bubble friend.
hit him with the cruise bubble,
The robot
and
better
then just
change
go after
tactics
Robo
and
SpongeBob.
fast.
You have to destroy all of the switches on him. So basically, so try to hit the ones on his face first, and then go for the others. For this attack, just run around, and if you fall down, Robo Plankton will try to attack you. Basically.
Suck it to him, SpongeBob!
But one thing about this area is the fact that the Chum Bucket has an open roof. Even though there is quite literally a mission where you climb on top of the Chum Bucket's roof. And not to mention the fact that the Chum Bucket is just so huge. It's like the TARDIS, where basically it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Yeah, but basically Robo Plankton will try to trick you out. I think that you can also hit him with a standard jump attack.
Say hello.
But with how much he moves around, I just don't like risking that sort of thing.
The robot better change tactics and fast!
Okay, so anyways, let's just hit this now.
That's the ticket! Yikes!
Ah, what the heck?
Looks like SpongeBob's in for a rough ride! Nice move by SpongeBob! This match is just about
Okay. Okay, let's try not to get flung in the air this time around. Okay, so for this one, you can basically do one of two things. Just ground pound on the buttons when they swing around, or you can basically try to. I thought I had it. I thought I could do it.
Just a little. The robot's just too big for a direct attack like that.
I thought I could get it. And no worries.
Bubble power.
The high could be cool. The high could be cool. Okay, there.
That's it! Now issue the coup de grace!
Okay. Final round.
Whoa-ho! What an opening! No! You don'ts are destroying my beautiful bride! We were supposed to get married next week.
Did he say married?
I'll repair you, baby.
I'm shrinking!
No, Patrick. I think the robot is getting bigger.
SpongeBob, he just flew into your head!
Well, then I'm going to follow him into my head. I mean, into my robot version's head, which is like my head, but bigger and more metallic.
Will you go already?
Here I come, Robot Plankton.
This is just getting too weird for me.
Okay, final phase of the fight. Just an endurance gauntlet with everything that Robot Plankton can throw at you and everything you've learned over the course of the game. All while the badass music continues to play. Seriously, this boss theme is just so epic. You wouldn't think you'd hear it at the end of a SpongeBob
be able
game.
to neutralize the giant robot's brain? Or will SpongeBob go home defeated and dejected? Stay tuned.
Bubble power.
Now the robot's taking a beating out there.
Bubble power.
Okay, so basically, this is essentially a one-on-one with Robot Plankton. You fight waves of robots, and then you go after him. And you have limited healing. So basically, so essentially, it's you and the robots.
SpongeBob is in control, but wants to go.
It's you and him. Okay. Take care of
Say
you.
hello to my little bubble friend.
Then take care of the Duplicatron before it starts.
Suck it to him, SpongeBob.
Yeah, basically, it's a risk versus reward with Robot Plankton, where basically you can either wait for him to finish his attack and then try to hit him during the pause, but you'd also be risking him basically just moving out of the way and having to repeat the cycle.
Hit the fuse.
Okay, so anyways, next one. This time we got some Bubble Boy action going on. Okay.
Oh, that was a doozy. Suck
Okay,
it,
I'll take it.
SpongeBob.
I'll take it. Just invincible SpongeBob during the cruise bubble.
Nice move by SpongeBob. This match is just about over.
No, not really. Okay.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
Ooh,
I know!
close encounters of the painful kind.
Guess what we're doing again? Because there are no checkpoints in this fight.
And the robot is down.
Okay, there. But still, I can't believe that happened with the freaking hammer.
That
Seriously, the hammer can be one of the deadliest robots in the game. Just because you get hit with that shockwave, you're sent flying.
Suck it to him, SpongeBob.
Hey, I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. If it speeds up the process, I'll take the hit. Yeah, and then meanwhile, basically, Patrick's just throwing rocks at the robot. Die! Die! Die, you freak of nature! Patrick, it looks like SpongeBob! It's a giant SpongeBob robot! I know what I'm hitting. Oh, speaking of the Muscle Bob phase, basically. Speaking of Patrick throwing things at the robot, basically. There was a cut phase where basically you would be fighting, where you would fight the Muscle Bob version of the robot with Patrick. Which would kind of help to even out basically Patrick getting overshadowed by Sandy throughout the course of the game.
Say hello to my little bubble.
Oh, that's gotta sting.
Okay, fine, fine. We'll play by the game's rules.
That's the ticket.
There. Okay, now we'll move back to where we were before basically we got hammered. Yeah, the game wanted to punish me for my lack of swag with that hit, my lack of zing and pizzazz. There. I know.
That was a doozy.
All risk, no reward.
Suck it to
Okay,
him,
and with that,
SpongeBob.
that's the final regular robot fight in the game.
Nice move by SpongeBob. This match is just about
Okay,
over.
because now we're going to reach the upper section of the robot. Which is basically all Robot Plankton. Yeah, I'm not taking any risks with this portion of the fight, just because it's a relatively straightforward section.
If SpongeBob
And
would
not
just
to
get
mention
past that
basically,
robot
it's,
brains on the
and not to
channel.
mention basically, just we're right at the end. So my ways for this one, just send it down. I thought we could get him with the bubble bowl. Okay.
A cruise bubble down one of those brain holes would be very prudent.
That's what we were trying to do, Johnny.
That's the ticket.
Okay. And final one.
SpongeBob hit the fuse.
Okay, final one.
That's it. Now issue the coup de grace.
And with that, we have won.
SpongeBob, you did it!
What'd he do?
What? Oh, yeah.
All my plans ruined.
That does it. I'm becoming a lawyer. You haven't defeated me yet. I still have lots of robots all over Bikini Bottom. I'll summon them all, and then we'll see. Uh-oh. I'll destroy you. You'll destroy me. I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you twice as hard. Oh, yeah? I'll destroy you plus one. Well, I'll destroy you plus infinity. Shut up, you stupid robot. Who are you calling stupid? I went to community college, you oversized coffee grinder. Oh, yeah? I'll show you. Come here and fight like a mono.
Well, Plankton, I hope you learned your lesson.
Oh, I certainly did. Next time I'll get it right.
Ouch! We won! Who wants to get ice cream?
I do. Need I remind you all that there are still robots out there making a mess of Bikini Bottom?
Sandy is right.
Well, I thought she was a squirrel.
I'm being punished. I don't know for what, but I'm being punished.
There's still work to be done out there. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy wouldn't stop, and neither will I. We can't rest until Bikini Bottom is safe.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Hypnotical nonsense be something you wish.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
And drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
SpongeBob
Ready?
SquarePants!
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, for completing the game 100%, you get that little song. I mean, it's fun and all. It's a nice little reward, and not to mention, just getting a 100% in this game isn't all that bad. I mean, just the worst thing is just finding some of the socks, as well as just basically just getting that ball mission. But other than that, just it's a pretty fun time all around. Just my thoughts on this playthrough. I had a lot of fun with it, and this is one of those games that basically I've wanted to do since starting the channel, basically. Just because I always have a blast with this game, and it's my Christmas tradition to basically play this game. Where basically I sit down on Christmas Eve and I play this game. Granted, I'm doing this playthrough before Christmas Eve, but still, the point still stands that basically I like playing this game on Christmas because I feel safe during that time. You know, it's like, hey, I've completed a hard year of work, and you know, time to sit back and relax. And this game is essentially just the gold standard of licensed games, as I said before, because great controls, great level design, great mechanics, great character interaction. We're basically just, and mind you, this was released during a time when licensed games, you basically could be getting anything with them. You could be getting just something that was an absolute load of garbage, or you could be getting something that was decent, but never something that was truly amazing, something that could really stand up with AAA titles. I mean, look at the credit screen. We're basically playing the SpongeBob on the credit screen. Basically, you're able to just spend as much time as you want on this screen just playing around with the SpongeBob as you hear the Downtown Bikini Bottom theme playing along. Just really, this is a lot of fun right here. And as such, just this game really was a treasure to me when I first got it, basically. When I played it, I'm like, wow. I didn't think SpongeBob games could be truly enjoyable like this, because, mind you, my past experiences with SpongeBob games were basically SpongeBob Quest for the Golden Spatula on the Game Boy, SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on PS2, and SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on GBA, basically. Those were my experiences with SpongeBob games before this. And basically, just, I was... Okay, no, I wanted to get up there. So basically, so when I first got this game, I was a little on the fence. Sure, I was excited to play it, but after playing the PS2 version of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which would freeze up on me just out of the blue on loading screens due to how the game was programmed, due to how that version of the game was programmed, basically, I was very reluctant with SpongeBob games on console. Mind you, basically, it didn't help that Revenge of the Flying Dutchman also felt like a mess to navigate around, where you have really no clue of what you're supposed to be doing. You're not really given any context clues. Frankly, it's essentially like a more advanced version of Banjo-Kazooie in a way. Though basically, and not to mention that version of the game, and not to mention Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, there was very little in terms of music variance. Where basically in this version of the game, yes, there are plenty of times when the tracks are recycled. However, all the tracks there's a wide variety of tracks, basically. There's a wide variety of tracks that basically you can really just enjoy. And it never feels like it's getting stale. It never feels like a time where it's like, shut the music off. The closest thing I can think of is when you're transitioning from basically the overworld into Sand Mountain, because they share the same theme. But in Sand Mountain's defense, most of the time you're on slides, so it would be kind of pointless to have an entire music track dedicated to that one section, to those few times when you're on foot. Meanwhile, basically, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, since you had to use the jellyfish gear for a good chunk of things, that was the song that you were listening to 90% of the game. So basically, as you can imagine, I am not going to be doing the console version for this channel, because basically the thing is that, one, the PS2 version is glitchy beyond belief, where there would be plenty of times where I'd be praying to heaven above, basically saying, please, don't let the game freeze on me. So basically, and then, as for the GameCube version, I did try to experiment with the GameCube version. I did try to do the GameCube version as a playthrough. However, it didn't work out all that well, because for some reason, that version of the game does not like non-console versions of playing, to say the least. So basically, it was good to start off with this one. Though, and I'm excited to do basically the movie game when I get around to doing it, because we're definitely doing that one. Because the movie game, essentially, it is just like how this game was the gold standard with how to handle basically a licensed property game. Basically a game based off a cartoon. Just the movie game is just how you base a game off of a movie. So basically, with that said, I had a lot of fun with this playthrough, and not to mention just the whole based alpha male Giga Chad Patrick jokes. Where basically, I don't know why, but whenever I play this game, now basically whenever I hear the Kelp Forest theme, I get overwhelmed with these thoughts of Patrick being this Prio Anarcho Giga Chad, where basically he's like, SpongeBob, I will freaking eat the dirt before I go to the dentist's office, because God help me, I am not gonna let them put fluoride in my mouth, SpongeBob. I'm not gonna let them put the fluoride in my mouth, because that is how they're going to destroy me, SpongeBob. They'll rot my brains, and then I'm not gonna do anything, SpongeBob. I'm just gonna be a potato at 3 in the morning. So anyways, with that said, once you're done with playing around the SpongeBob arena, you're free to go. Heck, you can go as soon as you get there. And you can even head back there if you so desire, basically. So at this point in the game, you're free to basically do whatever. As Sandy implied, as well as SpongeBob, your goal now is basically just to collect all the remaining golden spatulas, collect all the remaining socks, and basically just pay Mr. Krabs his boatload of money. So basically, if you go in with the bare minimum, you're going to be collecting 25 golden spatulas, basically. You're going to be collecting 25 of them, or actually, technically, you'd be collecting 23 of them, since you would be getting 2 free golden spatulas off of the final boss fight, which, for the missions for that one, first one, karate, and the small shall rule or not. The small shall rule or not. So anyways, the reason why I wanted to hold off on the police station is because, much like Sly 1, where Clockwork's head was a secret enemy bio, Plankton is actually a bio. So anyways, first one, fodder. Nifty electrical touch attack. Not tall enough to ride most roller coasters, but more vicious than a pack of rabid clams. G-Love. Has the most vicious smack attack hands down. Expert foot masseuse, lemon squeezer, and does delightful hand puppet shows. Chuck. Screw you, Chuck. Annoying missile attack. Likes to throw tantrums and often vigorous military grade ordnance. Not terribly friendly. Love how the game even acknowledges the missile attack is annoying. Bombot. Bot follows you. Go boom. This is just the bot to get for the friend you like least. Arf. This here's one mean varmint. Hacks a .45 caliber cat crusher. Most powerful doghouse made. Hammer. Impressive meat byproduct attack. Smarter than it looks. Goes well with broccoli and a nice Chianti. Monsoon. Shocking electrical attack. Rather sensitive. Reads poetry. Likes plants and enjoys zapping wandering denizens. Tublet. Comes in 3s or in 6-packs with coupon. Inexplicable jello attack. Stays crunchy even in milk. Bzzz, bot. Lemon scented gamma ray attack. Love how Plankton had to include lemon scented. It's the details with Plankton. That's what raises him above other villains. He thinks of the details. Somewhat unpredictable. Borrows money without returning it. Blasts things at random. That monster! Arf dog. Pesky little critter. Bites the hand that feeds it. Impressive array of tricks. Fetches sponges. Chases squirrels. Spontaneously combusts. Though notice how it does nothing with Patrick. That robot knows better. Tartar. Uncanny flying tartar sauce. Uncanny flying tartar sauce attack. Smells somewhat better than stale fish. Sleepy time. Mostly harmless, unless woken. Somewhat moody. Likes to express himself by blasting everything in sight or finger painting. Slick. Disgusting oil blob attack. Doesn't wear underwear or bathe very regularly. Just the kind of bot your mother warned you about, kids. Chomp bot. Somewhat unstable critter. Beware his stinky doggy breath. Likes to chew toys, random citizens, and mimes. And finally, Plankton. Plankton is the finest small citizen I know. He likes helping people, singing, hacking computers. Never mind that last bit. Plankton's the best. The fact that Plankton, during this time of crisis, during this time when he's been kicked out of his lab, has hacked into the Bikini Bottom police station in order to basically to give himself this top-notch bio. Okay. So anyways, on that note, wait, is there someone over there? Okay, nothing else. Okay, so anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the first episode of my new Let's Play, which will be uploaded on the day listed in the description of this video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want, and with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.